Hey everyone, it's Kiana again. Sorry if it's a little loud in here. I am camping right now and my camper has really bad AC and it's very noisy, so please bear with me as I talk to you guys because, yeah, it's just very noisy and annoying. But anyways, in my last video, I discussed what the TRC is and what the 94 different calls to action are in in terms of reconciliation. I discussed reconciliation itself, Canadian healthcare, and call number 18. I talked about my role as a social worker and how my role as a social worker contributes to reconciliation in my community. If you missed my first video or just need a recap on what the TRC is and what the calls are, because you're like, I have no idea what those are, go click on the link below and you can watch that before you watch this video. In this video specifically, I'm going to discuss call number 3 and what I think I can do to contribute to change in concern with this call. So I'm going to read you the call and I will tell you what I think. So, call number 3 states, we call upon all levels of government to fully implement Jordan's principle. So, probably a lot of you don't know what Jordan's principle is, so before I talk to you about how I think we should fix it, I will explain what it is. So, Jordan's principle is a child-first principle that ensures that all Indigenous children living in Canada have access to the products, services, and supports they need when they need them. Due to the fact that different levels of government fund different services for Indigenous people, so federally or provincially, especially children living on reserve, there tends to be disputes on what governments have to fund what. So Jordan's principle was named in memory of Jordan River Anderson. He was a young boy from Norway House Cree Nation in Manitoba. He did not receive adequate health care because of a governmental dispute and therefore passed away. So yeah, it just took me a while to figure out what I could do and how to implement this and how to advocate for child welfare, because I'm like, I'm only one person in the picture and I don't have authority or power to make big decisions like that. So I'm like, well, I already talked about my role as a social worker. Like that is my role in society right now. Like that is how I'm contributing to change. And so when I was given this task to think about what I could do for other calls, I'm just like, I don't know what to do. But I did think of something that's really important, because as a Canadian citizen, I have the right to vote. So I think this is important because when we vote for our leaders, we are voting for someone who is going to run our country or run our province, right? So my goal for this year is to research the candidates that are running for leader and just make sure that who I'm voting for has Indigenous rights in mind. Because I feel like a lot of candidates say that, yeah, we're going to contribute to reconciliation and yeah, this is important and whatever, but whether they're genuine or not, it's hard to tell. So I think I know, like, you can't always know, but just, like, doing your research before voting and just keeping that in mind when you vote and not always having those selfish intent in mind and just thinking what's actually important and what does our province and country really need right now. And this is important to Indigenous people because I feel like the more people who vote for a particular leader that has those intentions in mind, there is more likelihood in that leader getting in. So yeah, this video might be a little short, but I just think it's very important to vote and to research candidates and just think about other people other than yourself when you vote, and just think about what we really need to make this country and province a better place. So yeah, that's it.